Hi, I'm Chris Ripley, developer of the Title Marketing That Works sales automation system. Today you're going to view a short demonstration of the sales automation system. First, we're going to see a PowerPoint presentation going through really the reasons why it's important for you to keep in front of prospects and clients on a regular basis, how difficult it is to get in front of those prospects, and how difficult it is for them to become aware of your company and the tools that you need to do that. The second part of our presentation is going to go through the flow charts that are the backbone of the Title Marketing That Works sales automation system. And then in the third part of our presentation, we'll go through the Title Marketing That Works sales automation system, and you'll actually be able to see it in action. The Title Marketing That Works sales automation system solves your three top marketing problems: lead generation, prospect nurturing, and client nurturing. With regard to lead generation, we provide letters that will put your company in front of prospects and give you the opportunity to make appointments. Once you've made the appointments with those people, you'll be able to keep in front of them on a regular basis if they choose not to do business with you right away. And then you also will keep in front of your clients on a regular basis, and we'll explain why that's important in a few slides. Today's decision makers get 3,000 touches a day. They're getting bombarded from all sides. They take 17 calls a day, maybe meet with 5 reps a week, and don't want to be pushed too hard. One thing that's important to you and your business and the success of your marketing efforts is top-of-mind awareness with these people. 70% of all business-to-business defections are due to not feeling appreciated, not being thanked, not being reminded how important their business is. It's the number one reason for not being valued by clients. For you to have top-of-mind awareness with your prospects and clients, it requires at least 7 touches a year. And the truth is that strategic relationship building is neither an art nor a science. It's a discipline. You need to communicate more to sell more. We all know that. Sales is a numbers game. And the more people that we can stay in front of on a regular basis, the more successful our sales and marketing efforts are going to be. Rarely do we find instant deals. Success is in the numbers. And it fails if you don't stay in touch. Your prospecting is wasted if you don't stay in touch with your prospects on a regular basis. To get an appointment, it requires almost 7 touches a year for you to get an appointment with the prospect. And this is just a graphic representation of the sales process and how the Title Marketing That Works sales automation system will help you with this. If we look on the first contact, 50% of salespeople give up. They touch somebody, they say they're not interested, that's the end of the discussion. After the second contact, maybe they try again one more time, 15% more are going to give up at this point. 65% of the salespeople have given up at that point. After the third contact, almost 80% give up, and by the fourth contact, 90% have given up. But some people will stick with it, and some people will get some business by this point. You're going to harvest what we call the low-hanging fruit, the people who may be interested in changing title companies in the immediate future, and your communication just happened to come along at the right time. You'll get some of that. And that's really what the whole process is about, is increasing the chances that you're going to harvest some fruit. And that's really what you want to do. You want to harvest prospects. By the fifth contact with somebody, you're starting to become a factor in your prospect's mind. And when I say that, what I'm really saying is that people are noticing you. You've contacted them 4 or 5 times in a row. The target market that you're dealing with, mortgage lenders, real estate agents, and sometimes attorneys or bankers or whatever, are all people who understand this as well. They know that if they can keep in front of their prospects on a regular basis, they too can be more successful. And they're saying, wow, this title company is keeping in front of me on a regular basis. I wonder how they do that. They must be really good. By the sixth contact, you're continuing this nurture process. The prospect is getting to know you, and by the seventh contact, as we said before, you've achieved top-of-mind awareness. By the time you make the eighth contact, you're probably the only person to make 8 contacts with this person. And as you go on, you'll realize by the ninth contact, you have a 90% chance of being called. And I've seen this play out more and more times where companies are successful. And the reason why they're successful is they have perseverance. You probably know that this is what you need to do as well, but it's very difficult to do. You may have many prospects and you want to try to touch them all, but you have no system like you have a system for running your title company, for running your prospecting. Really, one of the most important elements of your business to keep your business growing and thriving. The title marketing that works sales automation system solves that problem for you. It's the system for your title company marketing. This second portion of the presentation deals with the flowchart that accompanies the title marketing that works sales automation system. And what this is basically the different phases of the customer relationship life cycle. And within the customer relationship life cycle, the title marketing that works sales automation system has a different module for each phase. And if we start at the top, the first module is the introductory letter and fulfillment module. This module really covers any literature fulfillment that you may do and provides an introduction to your company. And really the function of it is to generate leads. The way we work it in the introduction letter path is that we have 3 letters that we send to prospects over a 5 to 7 day period. So you would send the first one, 5 days later maybe send the second one, 5 days later send the third one, and then follow up with a phone call to introduce you to your prospects. And this really takes you away from making cold calls. Too often we find that we make cold calls. Cold calls often are very frustrating, very unsuccessful, and really tough on morale on a sales team. If we can introduce our company before we make that phone call, the chances of that prospect actually listening to us and possibly even making an appointment with us increase over 60%, and that has been documented through the use of our system. So the first module is a lead generation module. At that point, when you make the phone call, you would send the 3 letters, then make the phone call. Then the prospect is going to tell you a couple of things. They're basically going to say to you, yes, I'm interested in meeting with you. I'd love to learn more about your company. I'm thinking about considering a different title company to do business with. Well, at that point, you would take the prospect into the qualifying and appointment module where you would set up an appointment with them, meet with them, discuss your company with them as you have in the past, and then at that point again, they're either going to say, yes, I'm interested in doing business with your company, no, I'm not interested at all in doing business with your company, or I'm not ready right now, but I may be interested in the future. And at that point, you would make a decision to put that prospect in 3 different areas. So if they were to say yes to you, you would set them up in the client satisfaction module. This uses the appropriate timing to help prevent buyer's remorse. Also asks for referrals and allows you to cross-market. So that would be where you'd put that person. The first letter says, thank you for your decision to do business with us. If they were to say to you, no, I am not interested in doing business with you, I would never do business with you because of one reason or another, we would probably take them out of the system at that point. But the chances are the other thing they would say to us is that we're not ready right now, but maybe in the future we would consider working with you. At that point, you would move the prospect in the pipeline wait module. So we've got people going in this introduction letter module that are generating leads. You're going to have prospects going in the pipeline wait module who are waiting for the opportunity to do business with you. When something happens with the title company that they deal with, you're going to be the top of mind choice for them to go to. We're going to have people in the qualifying and appointment module. We'll have folks in the client satisfaction module. And then we'll also have folks, and one step that I need to mention as well is between the qualifying and appointment module,